2006. I'm going through some of the best movies for each year that I have been alive, and in 2006, I was 16.
Will's doing it.
And I know this is not every movie that came out in 2006, but these are just some of my favorites, some of the ones that pop out to me, so if I forgot any, please leave them down below. 2006, great year. Let's get started with a banger. We got The Departed. This is Martin Scorsese just really ratcheting his style kind of up to 12. You have Leo, who's infiltrating. You have Jack Nicholson being an absolute cuckoo head. You have Mark Wahlberg being Mark Wahlberg. You have Matt Damon being a real nasty, nasty dude. This is a very stacked cast, incredibly done. There's moles inside of moles, and people who are bad, who are actually good, and who are actually good that are actually bad. It's a very, very fun, interesting story. A lot of, some blood, some carnage. Very Boston. Very Boston. So if you're into Boston, into Scorsese, into crime and cops and oh yeah, wicked hard, wicked cool movie, you like this movie, Departed. Next up, we have Casino Royale. This is Daniel Craig's first showing as 007. He's done a couple more after this, but this is his first one, and I think probably one of my favorites. He's at the poker table. You can't tell. He's got a great poker face. Really great cast. You have Mads Mikkelsen being just a classic Bond villain who just randomly just cries tears of blood. It's like, what is that about? Who cares? It's awesome. And he also has a breathing problem, so he has an inhaler, and it's just like quirks that these Bond villains always have to have, and it's just great. There's also the incredible scene where he takes a rope and swings it around and slaps James Bond on the balls really hard, and then he laughs at him. People were unsure about Daniel Craig taking over the James Bond role, but I think coming in with this movie, he really, really shines. Coming up next, we have The Prestige. Oh, Prestige. This is a lesser-known Christopher Nolan movie. You may have heard about this movie, but you probably were like, oh, that's Christopher Nolan. But it still follows kind of his vibe, where it's like there's mystery, there's unknowns, and at the end, I won't spoil anything, you're like, oh. It's Christian Bale, it's Hugh Jackman, they're rival kind of magicians in this kind of like olden-timey kind of thing. And there's a daughter involved, and it gets pretty crazy, and I won't spoil anything. Nikola Tesla's also in it. Crazy stuff going on. Just a really, really interesting, fun movie. In the end, you're like, whoa, that was The Prestige. Coming up next, not my favorite director in the world, Zack Snyder, but I think this is his one and only kind of top movie he's ever done, 300. I know there's a lot of Snyder fans out there that might hate me, but I've seen he did 300. It's a great movie, and then everything else is kind of just like, it's like this, but 300 but like this, but I'm a big fan of 300, but not a bunch of his other stuff. You have Gerard Butler, you have all these people with lots of abs. It's very stylized, very, a lot of interesting action where it's, punch in, super slow-mo, fast into action, and then back into slow-mo. He does that really well, and I think that's why this movie kind of shines. And then you have the classic, "This is Sparta!" and then kicks him into the well or the hole that was just in the ground. Just really, really great. The visuals are all awesome, and it's just kind of where he shines, but that's kind of where it ends for me. Not for me, that's all. Just not for me. All right, we have a Will Ferrell, absolute classic, Talladega Nights. Ricky Bobby is just one of those characters that you'll see and you'll watch and you'll be like, God damn, Will Ferrell is so funny. Every time I see him, he's just so good at not like even reading lines, just improvising as the character, and he stays in it, and you're completely bought in. Like, that's Ricky Bobby, and he does such a fun job. And of course, it's goofy, it's silly. You have Sacha Baron Cohen being a Frenchman kind of thing, and he's also gay, so they play, everything to the 100th degree, and it's just so fun. And it makes fun of NASCAR, it just makes fun of everything in a fun way. And the movie's quoted like 100 times. If you're not first, you're last. It's just classic stuff. And Will Ferrell just always brings his A game to everything he's doing. And speaking of Sacha Baron Cohen, we have his magnum opus. We have Borat that came out in 2006. I remember going to the theater and watching Borat when this movie came out. I was 16. Borat humor was the pinnacle. You could not go anywhere without hearing "my wife" or "la la la la, very nice." Like, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing that if this movie came out. And seeing it in theaters and just hurting from laughing. Some of the scenes are just so freaking funny, and the way he gives the lines so straight, even though it's being ridiculous, and he's in these real or somewhat real situations, I guess, and he commits so hard. The commitment, that's what it is. It's the commitment to the character and to the absurdity that just brings it home so well. And he's done a couple other things. He's done Bruno. He's done other things, obviously, over the years. But I think Borat was really like his top. And they came out with a sequel that was still fun, and but it kind of it couldn't capture the magic of the original Borat. Oh, chef kiss. I was 16. What can you say? This whole back of this half of this list is all comedies because 2006, I guess, was a good year for comedy. Next up, we have Click. Adam Sandler. He wanted to, fast forward through certain parts of his life. He gets this magical remote, and he, is able to pause things, fast forward, rewind, do things with all the things you can do with a remote. It's silly at first, but I think it's really dark and emotional. I remember I literally cry at the end of the movie when he's laying down in a puddle screaming for his son, and it's just so emotional. Even just thinking about it now, I'm getting a little choked up because it's really like. He skipped through his life. He's like, what? No, oh my gosh, I missed everything. Send me back. And then how grateful he is when he goes back and he's able to appreciate the things he has in his life. It's just Adam Sandler can do silly, fun stuff, which he always does, but he can still really bring the heart to it. He did that with Big Daddy. He's done with this movie. He has a great balance of the silly comedic and the really, really heartfelt. Love Click, one of the tops. And last on the list, we have a silly, absurdist, just such a fun time, Nacho Libre. We have Jack Black just being Jack Black, bringing 110% to this. The lines in this movie are so funny. Me and my brothers quote it constantly, get that cone out of my face, and all this different stuff. That just is so, so fun and good. And, these are my street clothes. My other ones were stinky, and he tightens his butt cheeks. It makes me laugh so hard every single time. This one is just absolutely great. 2006 had some really, really great movies, a really great year for comedy, some absolute classics on this list. If you like this, I have a playlist going for every single year from 1990 all the way up to today. So if you checked it out, I'd really appreciate it. If you could subscribe also, that'd be amazing. I love making these. I hope you guys enjoy watching them. What was your favorite movie of 2006? Have a good one.